When you're a kid, everything is exciting. You don't know what you're doing, you don't know where you're going, you haven't been to that place before, and when you're an adult, everything starts to get a bit boring. You look up the top rated places on Google Maps and TripAdvisor or countries and you go and visit them. You know what monuments there are, what to expect, and it's boring. There's no sense of adventure. So today, I'm gonna see if I can recreate that and get a bit of a sense of enjoyment, adventure. I'm gonna go out with no idea where I'm going and just see if I can find something cool. Every week I watch people do amazing things. No more, I want to be one of them. Each week I will represent the average guy and answer the question, can you do this? Join me in my journey. So I'm looking to find a new place and put it on the map. I'm looking to submit one new place to TripAdvisor or Google Maps. Okay, so this is my lovely hometown of Newbury where I'm at. The idea is I'm just gonna go psycho out to the Greenham Common, which is an abandoned RAF base around here. Hopefully I can find something cool, new and exciting and add it onto Google Maps. It's the site of an abandoned missile bunker from World War II, and it has a massive forest surrounding it. And it was also the filming location for one of the Star Wars movies. So, hopefully, I discover a new place where people love to go, and hopefully they leave reviews and photos of it, and it becomes a bit of a hot spot. So let's give this a try. Okay. If I could figure out how to open a door, that shows how countryside-esque I am. What is it? One of these. Are you supposed to reach over? I'm not even sure. There we go. So this is what the Greenham Common's most famous for. It's a old military base that was sort of decommissioned after World War II. And it's just basically a forest that's been overgrown. I just remember this from my childhood. There's loads of little sort of secrets and random little things that you find in the forest. I'm just hoping to find one of them. I must admit, I'm a little bit lost. So when I was a kid, none of my adventures were planned, of course. We used to just go out and see where the wind would take us. Now this old RAF base has a special spot in my heart because I used to spend so much time there, and I look back and I think, I have no idea what I did. I remember walking through the forest and finding these abandoned campsites, or finding an old bonfire, or finding a rope swing and spending hours on that. I remember there being a big red RAF plane sort of around here somewhere, but I have got no idea where it is, so I'm just going to continue the search. And what's even worse is this terrain here is terrible for a bike. So I am bumping up and down everywhere. Next part of my challenge is just getting through this forest. I'm constantly falling over at the moment. Well, not falling over, but nearly falling over. And I can't find anything that isn't actually listed on Google Maps. There's a cool cafe that's shut at the moment that's listed on there. It's an old radio tower. So I just got to keep cycling until I hopefully find something, including the RAF plane, which I have no idea where it is anymore. I remember finding this old red plane, and it seemed to be in the middle of nowhere, and we used to just climb up this plane, see the different ways we could get into it, go through little hatches, go through the windows of this old plane, chuck stones at the plane. We used to just sit on top of the plane. We used to stay there from the sunrise to sunset. And I don't know what we did all day, but I was entertained. Okay, I've just come across something awesome. I think it's at least a few hundred years old. I'm not sure what it symbolises, but there seems to be some sort of arrangement of statues around. So, when was this actually created? It looks as if it could have been an ancient campfire, or maybe some drunk kids decided to put this up for some random reason with a little log there to sit on to cook a fire. I have no idea, but I guess my search continues. So I've been cycling for the last 20 or so minutes and I've come across nothing. I'm at a bit of a crossroads at the moment. I'm not sure which route to take. Maybe one of them has got something interesting and all the others got nothing, so I'm just gonna leave it to chance, I guess. I'm starting to think there's nothing in Greenham Common I could use in order to place on Google Maps or TripAdvisor. I mean, it's a beautiful scenery, but I can't really say, oh, come to the Greenham Common to look at this tree. I mean, it's quite a nice tree, but I don't think it's anything to list online anywhere. So, just gonna keep on searching. Okay, I'm pretty sure I'm almost burnt. My neck is definitely burnt actually, but I found it finally. It's not exactly where I remember it being, but that's because it's been about 15 years since I last visited it. I remember as a kid climbing up onto the wings. I don't know how now, because they're quite high. They're about 9 or 10 foot high, and then just climbing on the top, chucking stones at it. You know, I was quite a cool kid, as you can tell. And I'm pretty sure there used to be newts in the lake. So I found this sign nearby, and essentially it was built in 1986 to simulate a firefighting exercise. So they had dummy passengers, dummy seats, and they sprayed it with aviation fuel and set it alight. Okay, so now that I finally found it, I know a bit about its history. I think it's well worth this being put up on Google Maps and on TripAdvisor. Now, I'm kind of hoping it's not on there because I haven't actually checked yet. So that's the first thing to do now. I'm hoping it's not on there. It was not on Google Maps or TripAdvisor. Amazingly enough, the only thing that's mentioned is the Greenham Common Tower, which is just a cafe. I mean, it's got good views and it does a lovely cup of Earl Grey tea and a mean rocky road, but there's nothing about the actual military base on TripAdvisor or Google Maps, which I think is a real shame. I tried to add it in onto Google Maps and TripAdvisor and unfortunately I failed. I even tried to submit it under a different category such as museum, but ultimately they've rejected it. So if anyone knows how to add these into Google Maps or TripAdvisor, please feel free to get in touch with me. I may have failed to put somewhere new on the map, but I thought I should leave my mark in my own unique way. I find it amazing that when you're a kid and you're just playing about with your friends, and it could be football or you could be racing each other, but at one point you say goodbye and you walk off and you never ever see that person again. It's sort of a goodbye that nobody knew was there, but that's probably happened to the vast majority of people in your life. And there's so many places that I intended to go back to that in reality, I'll never set foot there again. And I hope I will come back to this place in 10 or 20 years time. I hope you really enjoyed watching me going on a little mini adventure. Hopefully my next adventure will be abroad somewhere. But if you did enjoy it, please hit that like button and smash that subscribe. Smash that subscribe?